up against the Toronto Raptors. But like I said before, we're gonna finish up the regular season. Before we end February, we got one more game before it ends, and then we gotta grind all the way through March. So that's gonna be like, give me like 4 weeks to complete it. So, you know, sometimes I get tired because, you know, I'll be up all night trying to finish this and stuff. So we're going up against the Toronto Raptors. Hopefully we can keep on doing good in the regular season though. So we got the Pacers and then we got the Rockets. So I just want to get this season done, the regular season.
Bernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. For a few seasons now, we've seen the Raptors find a lot of success in the regular season, but they really have trouble making a postseason run. Why is that, Jet?
Well, they rely a lot on their perimeter players, and that could be dangerous because sometimes, you know, perimeter shots can be off, and then they really don't have a defensive stopper, Ernie.
You know, we all know they play the up-tempo game, Ernie, but when it slows down in the postseason, it's harder for them to adjust. Until they learn how to adjust, they're always going to lose in the first or second round.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan. Tip-off approaching. Thanks for joining us.
50-49 was the last game, guys. I'm talking about like straight threes, straight rebounds, straight putbacks. Defense is not working good for them to block the shot, getting fouled, all that type of stuff, man. Heck no, man.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark.
I'm glad the Rosen still in the night. It's still not in the lineup though.
The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That brought in Milwaukee. So far, Milwaukee against this team that got both of the games the previous 2 matchups this season.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them. You go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooter, they didn't defend the shooters like they should have. But once the fans got into it, the arena started ramping up and cranking up. It was over.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee, looking at who they got, Harris and a point guard. On the out there in Greg Monroe. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Parker in at the 3. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first parts of the ballgame.
I like that. Getting their offense started with a high-quality look-down look. Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, the better off you'll be as the game progresses.
Now, here's Monroe. The average is more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. 6 on the shot clock. And Harris off the drive. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season too, it can continue to carry over.
That's good from Harris. Drops them both. First quarter just over a minute played. A moment to check in with Doris. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Dwayne Casey. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
All right, Doris, thanks.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Milwaukee on the 4-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And what defensively. I mean, there were stretches of that game where everything seemed to be falling.
Ball movement was superb, majestic. And they got good shots and they made it. So it wasn't a surprise, but the ball movement is the key.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Raptors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for.
I gotta play it tomorrow. I gotta pay for it tomorrow. Straight on, when I get up out the group, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. That's when it comes in there.
No good on the second free throw. The Bucks with a quick start to this game. To the paint, here's Plumlee. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well.
Lowry gets to Patterson. And it's off the back rim. No good. Harris outside. The foul by Monroe. Here's Plumlee. And amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Inside. Chances up. He takes it up and leaves it in. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game, and for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by Freak. 6 to shoot. And it's Lowry penetrating. Takes it from 10. And the shot is good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Bucks leading by 5. Harris keeps the plummet. Nice ball movement on the one. Here's Monroe. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stage. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now here's Monroe. And Dwight being his last outing. And that one's good.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. You're forcing the issue too much.
Chris Middleton.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Yeah, and he's got such a nice, soft touch, inside or outside, and he has the ability to create high-quality shots for himself. That makes him a tough scoring threat.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Miles Bunlin, and it's Mayo in for Chris Middleton. Now, here's Lowry. An 11-point lead for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Kevin, a remarkable night for him. Passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
And he gets it to go. Avery's got 5. Bucks leading by 8. Harris outside. Johnson against Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Parker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 6 points for Parker. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Lowry kicks to Scola. Feeds it to Walters. Pass to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Monroe. And it's the Bucks on the break. Harris has got the ball. That's good. Mayo's got his first 2 points.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Now, here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. That's good.
You can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And so it's Milwaukee now. 10-point lead. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. Parker inside. Skola's there. Parker kicks to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off the shot here. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Bucks lead by 10. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Have their back. He's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do, and be where he's supposed to be, and do what he's supposed to do.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as the second quarter gets underway. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Boy, have they come out strong. Just some tremendous offense.
Guys fully in control and stroking it well.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Mayo. Vasquez out there with Carter Williams. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Plumlee in the center position. Now here's Wright. He had 10 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. And with that, the Bucks launch right down to 10 the bucket from Lash. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Next up will be an all-game matchup against the Pacers. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
Yeah, we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just giving the old hum one-handed. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the post.
Hey, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Wright. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Mayo. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Walters passes to Blash. And he feeds it to Ross. They set the screen. He kicks to Walters. A shot. And the The shot is long. Milwaukee lead by 16. Here's Vasquez. No one near nails it. Lets it go. From outside, off the mark. Drop the Penguins one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Walters kicks to Johnson. Shot is off. Plumlee with some nice D. Here's Carter Williams. Finish off the break.
I'll tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Walters. He picked up 15 points in the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. And now here comes Vasquez with the break. Carter Williams with the bucket. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Flash, no luck.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Johnson the screen. Here's Walters. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure you appreciate it. Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Mark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Walters. Johnson with a screen on Antetokounmpo. And right, here we go. Ross with a wide open look. A rebound by the Bucks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky right there.
And that one's good. 8 points for O.J. Mayo.
This is not a tough case to crack. I mean, if they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
Yeah, you can't fall asleep in transition. Everybody needs to hightail it back to stop these fast break chances.
He clearly had the speed advantage there, and he used it to burn the D for the screen. Nice play.
Plumlee with the screen. Carter Williams can't get it to go. And the Raptors shooting around 41% on the night. Here's Ross. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 22. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. He's it up and in. A pretty assist. Plumlee's got 6 points.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why I like it on this one. You get that close to the loop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse. So, not too bad.
No good on that. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Wright. Scola comes in for Johnson. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Nate Walters. That one misses. And the Bucks with possession. They're on an 18-4 run. And stolen by Patterson. And there's the pass to Blatch. Uses the glass to finish away.
They think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him. They're mistaken. You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Harris against Lowe. Harris dishes to Martin. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. They shoot 2. They get Luis Scola. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for. He's checked in for Toronto. He's perfect from the line this time. And so here's Toronto. Outside Lowry. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. That's good.
I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Bucks lead by 22. Here's Harris. 9 points last game out. The dish to Monroe. 3 seconds left, and the layup is up and in. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bucks ahead, running away with it. And time now to go courtside as we send Joe to Dorisburg from the sideline. Doris?
I'm alongside Coach Casey. And Coach, you guys are getting torched out there tonight. What's going on?
I don't know what has happened, but our defensive concentration, rotation has gone the way of the Buffalo. And I don't know what it is. I care less about offense. You know, we don't score. That's not the problem. We just make up our mind and have a commitment to the defensive end.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. First off, we played a very balanced game. Attention to detail on offense and defense. We're out playing. Simple as that. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And when we get back on the court, let's do everything in our power to get the ball into the post. I want us speeding it down low at every opportunity. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
The player has been. He's been very efficient so far.
Here's Wright. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Anderson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry out there with Wright, and it's Ross in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now, here's Lowry. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebound in numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Pretty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Ross against Parker. 5 on the clock. This is into Valanciunas. And all wouldn't have time for dropping in. Valanciunas has got 6. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Harris passes to Monroe. They set the screen. Middleton with it. Now right defender. It's stolen by Lowry. Fast break Toronto. Here's Ross. And that one is good.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
He's averaging about 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Bucks leading by 22. Longley with a screen on Lowry.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
Lowry against Harris. Kicks it to Plumlee. In the corner, Middleton with it. Clock at 6. On the wing. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Lowry dishes to Ross. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The feed to Patterson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. In fourth, the Bucks.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Got it.
Now here's Harris. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Monroe. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Monroe's got 6.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin. Sorry.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Right now, Doris.
During that break, Dwayne Casey he told them to always have their eyes up, always be looking for passing lanes and ways to get the ball into the low post. That was the brunt of his message. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Clearly some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you, Doris. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. Parker drives in, and that one's good. Parker's got 10 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Hold that one. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm. This is to Patterson. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 rebounds down in this one.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Great bully ball.
The Bucks have been solid on the line so far. 4 for 4. That's good for Antetokounmpo. Some changes for Toronto. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Nate Walters subbed in for Terrence Ross. The free throw is good from Antetokounmpo. Toronto shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Lowry sitting the pick for Johnson. Right side Lowry. Screen by Scola. Lowry kicks to Scola. Valanciunas passes to Johnson. Another miss by Johnson. For Milwaukee, they've got 4 of the first 5 second-hand shots to fly. 80% since the break. Lowry against Carter Williams.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Here's the floor. Rebound by the Raptors.
Boy, blew the easy 2 by Crowbot. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Johnson outside. To the wing on the left. 3-pointer to Lowry. Can't get it to go. And the Bucks, they're shooting a mind-boggling 79% for 4. And the basket by Harris.
And it's just a step ahead of the in that possession there, making the pass. Nice decision.
Poked away. Here's Lowry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Now trip to the line to shoot 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressor.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
A different look for Milwaukee. Mayo comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Vaughn in for Michael Carter Williams. And so he hits both. Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Keep it up. There's the pick. Outside Mayo. Back to Harris. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Lowry. 10 points in the game so far. A better recoveries. That's by Johnson.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on the play. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
And here's Harris. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Mayo. Milwaukee's got 11 points.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Bucks on top, ending the third quarter on a 15-6 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Here are the Bucks. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. We've got Ryan Hollins. Vaughn is on there with Ashley. And it's Lewis at the fourth.
That's his first personal foul at the line of practice. Grievous Vasquez. 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
Excuse me.
And that one misses. The second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. The Raptors shooting about 42% so far. Ross dishes to Nogueira. Ross passes to Blatch. 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off the shot. With 3, Ross. Now it's pulls it down. Milwaukee with the ball. Mayo kicks to Hollins. Pass to Vaughn. Feeds to Mayo. And the pass to Vaughn. Bucks passing it around. Takes a 3. Shot by Mayo was no good. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Walters kicks to Nogueira. Here's Blatch.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Passes it to Vaughn. He feeds it to Vasquez. They set the pick. Down low. Hollins. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on Patterson's checked in. Harris is checked in for the Bucks. He doesn't get the second one. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Neal, guarded by Harris. Patterson, the screen. Shot from 16. Rebound, Milwaukee. Harris with it. Inside. Pass to Vaughn. Felton straight to the bucket for the layup.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. It's really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That one's good.
They are just killing on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Harris. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Hale, running by Harris. Shot is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And they're moving up. Here's Inglis. Ross grabs the board.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Hale, guarded by Harris. Out of the dish to O'Gara. Down to front of him in the shot clock. Here's Patterson. Can't get the leader to fall. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Vaughn gets the bucket.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Ross passes to Hale. He kicks it to Walters. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the right eye.
They've shown some strength in the team today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they could clearly the better team.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Bucks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Harris dishes to Vasquez. There's the pick. To the inside. Hollins. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really added what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yes, a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
Just breaking the spirit of their opponent 3 straight times this year. This one is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record. There's only 1 game left to go on the season against the Raptors.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Monroe. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was ridiculous.
He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
First personal foul, teams first.
For Milwaukee. Mayo comes in for Vasquez. Patterson no good on the free throw. Harris against Patterson. Mayo, that's good.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Patterson a screen on Harris.
They're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
And here's Mayo from the arc. That's good.
And they just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking. At home. I mean, Kevin just does masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now it's time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan player of the game. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
He has not been a very useful player recently, but he found his form tonight. You gotta give credit to the coaching staff. Even with him struggling, they were still giving him minutes. And it paid off. When he came in, he finally broke out and gave him a big-time performance.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Alright guys, if y'all enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm posting mostly every day or every week whenever I have free time. And yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed. The next episode will be going against the Indiana Pacers. So yeah, man, we got one more game before we hit the Rockets, and then we got to keep grinding for the March games. Let me check the March games right quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we got 16 games, and we got one more game for February. So we got 16 games, okay. But yeah, man, we're going up against the Indiana Pacers next episode. Stay tuned for that. I'm trying my best to post these videos for y'all. It's been a pleasure making these videos as an experience for the first time. But yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe.